Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Thrasher Opera House Presents. And joining me today, Janiva Magness. How you doing, Janiva?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. I know you've had a busy couple of weeks. You've been out on tour all over the country, East Coast, West Coast, had a little bit of a CD release party. Oh, yeah, #6 debut on the blues charts. You're doing really good on the other roots charts as well, too. So it's been a busy couple of weeks.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it came out #6 on Billboard. I was super stoked to be in the top 10 again, which is a huge blessing. And it's really hitting very hard on the radio airplay charts, the #1 album in blues and the #1 album in contemporary blues, and several of the single tracks themselves are doing very, very well. So that means people really like the new music, or they love the new music.
New release came out June 24th, Hard to Kill. Talk about the title of that, because I'm sure people are like, well, what's that about?
Well, there's a bit of a continuum going on there. I usually am these days talking about that in the shows themselves. You know, it's a celebration of the fact that we're still here, that I'm still here. That's the short version of it.
Right.
You know,
well, we look forward to the complete version of it as we come to see you here coming up.
Yes.
August 13th at Thrasher Opera House, thrasheroperahouse.com for tickets if you'd want to get those. Let's talk about your career. How'd you get into this gig?
You know, I was so blessed to be exposed at such a young age to incredible live music, incredible artists' work. The first time I saw B.B. King, I was 14 years old. That would be the same year that I saw Otis Rush for the first time. And, you know, very powerful artists in their own right, clearly. And, you know, I got taken hostage by the music in the best way, you know, and that feeling that I got from seeing B.B. King and seeing Otis Rush at such a young age, that deep sense of connection, I just started to chase that like a 14-year-old girl. You know.
Well,
so
it's turned out pretty good though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that passion turned into you know, that desire and that passion turned into a career path.
And you just decided after seeing that, hey, I want to be a musician and I want to be a blues musician, and it was just, the rest was history, right?
Yeah, it wasn't quite that straight of a line, but you could boil it down to that eventually. Yeah, what I was interested in is having that experience again, that feeling of connection with the music and with the you know, musicians. And the way the music made me feel was really beautiful.
One of the most interesting things I read as I was kind of preparing for this, I think you made the comment, you love true stories, and that comes through in your songwriting a lot.
Thank you.
I mean, that is a very emotional setting, I imagine.
Well, it can be. I don't, you know, I don't really want to serve the storyline of baby, 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 baby. That's not, I mean, that's fine. And a lot of people love that. And I'm going to let that be somebody else's job. That can't be my job. You know, I'm much more interested in serving the truth, or my truth, or true stories, you know, true experiences, because I think it brings us back to that thing I already mentioned. The thing that was so critical for me as such a young girl was connection. It brings us back to connection, and that is, as far as I understand it, that's the job. The music is the vehicle, and what a wonderful thing, but the job's connection.
There's a certain empathy that you're able to kind of develop, right? As you write, as you're thinking about your potential listener. Are you writing it for you, or are you writing it for the listener?
I'm writing it because it has to be written. It's some sort of inexplicable almost like a compulsion.
Mhm.
And I'm writing it because it's a story I want or need to tell. But I'll say this, as long as I stay in the vein of serving the idea of the truth, true stories, as long as I stay in that vein, it seems to bring with it connection with other people. So
Sure.
in that way, I guess I am thinking about other people, but primarily, honestly, thinking about myself.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I mean, that's, as a musician,
What I'm
that's what it's
writing,
all
what
about.
I'm writing.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about. I mean, that you're doing that for the reason you need to. That's cool. So you're coming in on August 13th, and if people have
Yes.
never seen a Magness show before, what can they expect?
A really, really great time is what the band and I do our utmost to try to give to the audience. You know, there's a real exchange that goes on. There's a real give and receive thing that happens between the bandstand, between the musicians and the audience when we're able to do our job. And I often say people can also expect a butt rockin' good time. You know,
We're good with that. Yeah, we're
yeah,
totally good with that.
yeah, and hopefully they're going to leave feeling a little bit or a whole lot better than they did when they walked through the door. That's
the fun thing about a live show. You want to make that happen for sure. Now you've been across the country touring before, and in the Midwest, I don't know if the Midwest gets the representation of love and blues as much as everything, but our community around here, they love the blues. All right, they support it wholeheartedly around there. Do you find that with other Midwest audiences?
I think that the Midwest is a very special place. I'm originally from the Midwest. I'm originally from actually Detroit. I lived a lot of time in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And so that region where I was first exposed to B.B. King and Otis Rush and many, many, many other blues artists, is very, was very fertile, was very, a lot of touring artists in that circuit right there, coming through Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Madison. Madison was a huge blues town. And the people in the Midwest are, they're pretty down with the blues. That's been my experience. Blues, rhythm and blues, soul music. It's a wonderful, wonderful sense of community that comes from the Midwest. That's my experience. So I'm stoked about coming.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you. Once again, tickets available, thrasheroperahouse.com. If you'd like to get those, give us a call here at the office. We can get that taken care of too. So what's up for the rest of the summer? You kind of doing a few shows, here, and then staying busy as you go on through the rest of the year too?
Been pretty busy with the ramp up to the album release. Like I said, it's doing really well on radio. Folks are really, really loving the new music that they're hearing. And so I'm very, very happy about that. We just did 2-week run on the East Coast, Boston, New York, so on and so forth, Rhode Island, et cetera, et cetera. And then came home for about 2 beats and turned around and left again. All of this, it all started in April in terms of the touring taking off again for me. And we just got back from Seattle yesterday. Played a couple of nights up in Seattle, and that was fabulous. And super looking forward to coming to Wisconsin to see you.
We're so excited to be having you coming in just a little bit. Janiva, I want to thank you for your time here on the podcast today.
Thank you.
And, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Once again, thrasheroperahouse.com for tickets. Give us a call, and Janiva, we'll talk soon, okay?
Sounds great. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Woohoo, woohoo.